Glad you're with us today for this week or weekend devotional. I've been a little lax over the last week and a half, along with vacation time off, two granddaughters being born, among many other things. I have failed to get on as often as I have wanted to. I want us to think about the situations we fall in, and we look at this idea of getting back to a point as we were last year, and to hear everybody in the world fighting over mask and no mask, shots and no shots, whatever it might be. And we find many people very contentious with one another, very willing to hate, to cause difficulty, to fight among themselves over things that shouldn't be fought over, often hurting those who we should be helping. As children of God, we should be looking at things in a much different manner. We find that in the book of Galatians. The Christians had been under great distress in many times. In most all the books that Paul writes, there is a great deal of persecution toward the Christian. There's a great deal of idea of pushing them completely out or even killing them. And all the things that were happening, all the difficulties that were coming about. It even brought and disrupted within the church itself. In Galatians, the fifth chapter, in about the middle of verse 14, it says, "You shall love your neighbor as yourself. But if you bite and devour one another, watch out that you are not consumed by one another." You see, it brought such great rupture, great interruption to lives that they began to even fight among themselves. They began hating their neighbors. They began looking down upon one another. They began bad mouthing one another. But in verse 16, he says, "But I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh, for the desires of the flesh are against the Spirit, and the desires of the Spirit against the flesh, for these are opposites to each other, and they keep you from doing the things you want to do. But if you're led by the Spirit, you are not under the law, not the works of the flesh. Now, the works of the flesh are evident." This idea that they say these things that we are doing, they create disruption, they create pain, they create hurt, they create more than anything else a sin against God. We cease to live for God. We start to live for ourselves only. These are now the works of the flesh are evident: sexual immorality, impurity, sensuality, idolatry, sorcery, enmity, strife, jealousy, fits of anger, rivalries, dissensions, divisions, envy, drunkenness, orgies, and things like these. I warn you, as I warned you before, that those who do such things will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. Those are strong words. But they're words of God. They're words that speak of who He is and what He seeks out of us as His children. He doesn't seek for us to be contentious and haters and evil people. He said, but the fruit of the Spirit, how one should act as a child of God, but the fruit of the Spirit, that is the Holy Spirit, that is the Spirit that dwells within me, is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. This is even during the persecutions. It's even during the hate. It's even during those people who speak out against us. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. And those who belong to Christ Jesus have crucified the flesh with his passions and desires. It seems as though we are going to enter into a situation just as we were in this last year, one that produces difficulties, one that produces hate, one that produces all kinds of evil, and all manner of people who are distraught and frustrated and scared and live in fear. We as children of God need to walk differently. We need to act differently. We need to be different. We need to possess and show the love of Christ and seek to do his will each day, no matter what it's costing us, no matter the hurts we go through, no matter the pains we have. We need to seek to do the will of God each day, bearing with others and their pains and their hurts and their fears and their difficulties, knowing that we belong to God. As we go through this week, as we go through this month, as we go through this year and face these difficulties, I'd ask that you would seek to remember that you belong to God. And he seeks for us to be different. Well, thank you for being here this morning, and may God bless you.